Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for our recap of the 2025 Hershey RV show. In this video, we're going to talk about what we've seen at the show, the latest trends, prices, all the things you're going to want to know about this show. We're also going to talk about some other things you might be interested in if you're looking to buy an RV.
Well, we always like to tell you in these recaps of the shows what the crowds were like, and the crowds have been pretty good. First day of the show started off a little slow because it was a little cloudy, but man, it picked up fast. Thursday was senior day. That was really crowded, and it's just been every day. Some in the center section, it's kind of hard to actually even move sometimes. A lot of people here looking.
Yeah, I feel like the crowds are more this year, but it's kind of weird because from what we've seen, the crowds in the motorized, it's not as much. It seems to be a lot more in the towables.
And if you have followed our videos, we have mentioned something like that where the towables are definitely seem to be doing better at these shows.
The next thing we want to talk about is the weather. This, for the second year in the row that we have been here, 24 and 25, the weather is literally perfect. Like today's the warmest day. It's like 85 and sunny. Most of the week it's been a little cooler. Yesterday was, the day before was a little bit overcast, like 78. You really can't ask for better weather. In the morning it's cool, and then it's not too hot, relatively dry. It's been perfect.
So the next thing is entertainment. Now Hershey seems to be trying to step it up a notch and become a little bit more like Tampa. So at Tampa, the Tampa show, there's a lot of, circus acts and travel one-man bands and all that stuff. So we did see today they had a little band, 4 guys just walking around singing and playing their instruments. So that was kind of cool. It's a little bit more than they've offered.
Yeah, here's the thing. When you try to be like somebody else, you rarely are that other person. So they had like that band, but it was kind of a sad attempt because Tampa has so much more. I just feel like just be who you are, right? You look at the Hershey show, be the Hershey show. Let's talk about some more trends now regarding like paint jobs. A lot of flat colors.
Yes.
That's a big thing, kind of
like sand.
Yeah, sand,
slate,
green, like a matte finish, a lot of blackout additions, a lot of just one color paints. People seem to like that. These trends, one person does in one year, one manufacturers, and everybody copies it all the other years. Also, large windows. A lot of the RVs now have these giant windows.
And a lot of windows.
Yeah, windows replacing headboards, just really large windows, which I like because it brings the light in. Also, a lot of Starlink ready, both in the motorized as well as the towables. It's a big thing. So internet connection is almost like a standard thing people are expecting now. So we're seeing that on most of the RVs. And then a lot of cost cutting, entry level. So we're seeing like the Coachman Euro. They had one priced for $99,000, kind of stripped down. It did have levelers in the back, but they almost look like towable levelers. And we're seeing that on a couple of different coaches that they've cut the prices down, but you can see where they have to make the savings, right? So the generator's not an Onan.
Right.
It's another price generator.
It's the blue one.
Right. Like they don't have a slide, or the levelers are kind of like the levelers they wouldn't normally have. So yes, the industry is responding to the request for lower cost, but understand at that lower cost, it's coming out somewhere.
Right. And you can now easily get a motorhome for under 6 figures. So we talked to somebody in the industry and we were asking them what they're seeing in terms of trends. And they said that the manufacturers that are really providing the best customer service are doing really well. And I know that seems kind of obvious.
And that have been doing it. They did it through COVID. They've been consistently doing that.
I'll bring up one, for example. Alliance is one. We saw Coley Brady yesterday, and sales are really good for Alliance. If you go on Alliance Facebook page, they're selling every 5 minutes. They have a new family that they're posting that purchase. If you know of Alliance, you know that they provide really, really good customer service. And I think it's very, very important to people now, especially people worried about quality and things like that. It's really important, and people are responding.
This is going to lead us into what we're talking about at the beginning of this video. There's important information. If you're looking to buy an RV, specifically a motorhome, now we're at this show here, and there are a lot of motorhomes on display. The problem is most of those motorhomes you can't test drive. Actually, today's Saturday. The test drive shut down at 11 o'clock. Tomorrow it's the same thing.
For a period of time, yes. And looking in the test drive area, there's not a lot out there. So the manufacturers bring a couple coaches, but it's not everyone in the line.
Right, and if you're going to spend that kind of money on a motorhome, of course you want to test drive it. Also, you want to be able to go on a motorhome without having 15 other people in there, be able to speak to the engineers, the presidents of the company, This is what we talk about. We talk about this every year, the Music City Motorhome Expo. We had a meetup today and people were asking, we're looking to buy a motorhome. Do you have any advice? If you're buying new, here's our advice. Go to the Music City Motorhome Expos put together by National Indoor RV Centers. Why do we say this, guys? We work closely with them, but I want subscribers down below that have been to that show to comment. It is a 4-day VIP buying experience in which you go to buy a motorhome, you pay to be there. Now we'll talk about how much that costs and why it's important.
So yes, we are talking about the NIRVC Music City Motorhome Expo. It is held in Lebanon, Tennessee at the Wilson County Fairgrounds. We have gone every year. We cannot wait. We continue to go because it's such an amazing show. It's the pinnacle of RV shows. May 30th through June 3rd of 2026. We will be there. Other YouTubers will be there. All of NIRVC will be there. And as Izzy said, all the major manufacturers of motorized. So you have Tiffin, Integra, Newmar, Coachman, Renegade will be there this year, which is a new Winnebago, and
Gretsch.
Yes, all the B's. Yes, I think Midwest. There were all different manufacturers there. You go. You can test drive every motorhome on that lot if you want. You take your time as you're driving it. You can be speaking with the engineer, asking any questions that you have. You can go to every seminar that they have. There's tons of seminars. Not only that, they're going to feed you more than you can possibly stomach. 3 meals a day, snacks all day, drinks are included, world-class entertainment. Last year we had Scotty McCreery, Sarah Evans. It was unbelievable. We were dancing up a storm. It's so much fun.
The food's a big deal for me because the lines here, we've been packing our food every day. We bought a pretzel a couple of times, but the food's expensive. I think they charge you $25 for a gyro.
And a euro.
You get to pay that after you wait 45 minutes online.
And there's nowhere to sit. Like it's look, RV shows are great, but they have their purpose. This expo is for the serious buyer who wants an exclusive show where they can get the treatment that they're looking for in terms of buying a motorhome. If you do purchase a motorhome, new or used at the expo, you will get
within 1 year.
Or within 1 year, you will get the cost of the show refunded back to you.
Right. Also included in that is your camping. So you're there the 4 nights with hookups. Cost of the show is $1,495. That is for 2 people. The full show. You could do the day pass.
Yep.
It's a little bit less. We'll put that in the link down below. But again, if you are just looking around, come to the Hershey show.
Yeah.
Plenty of shows out there. If you're a serious buyer, you want to check this out because we had many of our subscribers come up to us and thank us. We didn't think the show, we didn't know what to expect. This was the best experience we ever had. They went thinking they wanted a Tiffin, they bought a Newmar. They thought they wanted a Newmar, they bought an American Coast. Because you don't know until you're into these things.
Right, and you're not dealing with 50, 60, 70, 80,000 people at the shows. You're dealing with a couple hundred people. That's it. So I remember walking on motorhomes last year at the expo. There was nobody on them. We literally were able to do videos during the show because there's just not that many people there, and it's wonderful.
Also, one of the biggest things at the Music City Motorhome Expo is that it is the first show will have the latest model year. So the 2026 show is going to be the first show with the 27s.
Yes.
They used to be Hershey, not anymore. They've changed that.
Nobody will see them before we get to see them at the show.
We're going to be there. We can't wait to see you guys there. If you want more information on that show, we have a bunch of videos on it. We'll also put the link down below again. If you're a serious buyer, that is the show to go to. We absolutely love that show.
Let us know in the comments below. We want you to tell us a couple of things. Have you been to the Hershey show? What has been your experience? Have you been to the Tampa show? That's even bigger. What has been your experience there? And have you been to the NIRVC Motorhome Expo? Tell us about your different experiences. If you've been to the expo, we really want your feedback and share with everybody. People read the comments. What do you like about it?
If you like videos like this to the left of us, we'll put our RV tours playlist. We'll also put our RV buying tips playlist. And for myself and MJ, to Journey of a Lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.